For those of you who ever visited St. Vincent the Grenadines, Canouan is one of the Grenadine Islands. Somewhere there between Myra and Mustique if you're going down the island chain. But I tell you something, a lot of billionaires are living in Canouan. It's now the second place. So, well, that's where billionaires go. And apparently, the government is going to take a stance because there are a lot of lands that billionaires got and has never been developed. Never in the interests of the Vincentian people, as a matter of fact. You can't make anything from it. So the government had leased the land to the people. And now the government is sending a strong message to these developers. Look, you don't develop, you don't do it in a timely fashion, the lands will be taken back. And so the government is now moving. It's going to take a decisive action, or it's taking a decisive action to reclaim prime real estate in Canouan that has remained largely underdeveloped for years. And I agree with them. Take it back. People on Canouan themselves cannot even get lands. Canouan is a small island in the Caribbean archipelago in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. It's a very small island. And if the people themselves can't get land, the natives, why give away a host of land to foreigners who are not developing the land? It makes no sense. And so the island's finance minister revealed the government's frustration with long-standing lease agreements that have yielded minimal economic benefits. And he says we're very, very impatient. I remember years ago I asked about this sort of thing, and someone said to me, well, not much can be done about it. I mean, the lease was signed by a former government, but I knew something could have been done, right? Land was not sold. It was leased, so it's still vested in the crown. It was just leased out. If you sell it, that's a different story. So I am happy with this development, but listen to what the minister has to say about this whole issue.
The government is impatient, very, very impatient for development in the hospitality sector. I'll give you a couple examples. There was, many years before we came into office, 650 acres of Canouan was leased to a developer. And the developer got the land by lease for less than a song. About leased it for 650 acres, about $16,000. But of course, in exchange, a lot of money was supposed to be spent, and a considerable amount of money was spent to develop the hospitality space in Canouan. But for the last decade, nothing has happened there. Nobody has bought villas. They haven't updated, they haven't improved the golf course, they haven't invested. And post-burial, they did nothing. And the government said there are levers that we can pull to ensure that this prime real estate works for the benefit of the people of Canouan, the people of the Grenadines, and the people of St. Vincent and the Grenadines more widely. And so we have said to this developer, look, you don't seem as interested as we seem in getting Canouan to be an engine of development. So here what? We'll buy it back from you. So we've written them and we've said, give us back our land. And we will pay you fairly to do that. But we believe that hospitality can be developed more expeditiously and more equitably in the Grenadines. So we take it back. In Peter's Hope, where the Marriott is going to be built, we had gone into an arrangement with a company called Black Sands. And they were supposed to build 50 villas and a 200-room hotel. And years later, despite we accept challenges, there were volcanoes and hurricanes and the like in between, we've gotten 10 or 50 villas and they're all incomplete. And the hotel block has yet to break down ground. So again, we said, here what? You seem to be having trouble. We'll take it back from you. And we've taken it back. And that is where the Marriott Hotel is going to go, because that money is safe, secure, and already.
So let that be a lesson for all billionaires, trillionaires, millionaires who are deciding on coming to Canouan. Let this be an example to you that, look, if you come, You get the land, you lease it, and you say you're going to develop it and you're going to make it better for people on the island to get jobs and it's going to benefit them. Make sure you do that, because if you don't, it will be taken away. Simple, straightforward. But remember to visit Canouan. It's a very beautiful island. Okay? Take it easy, take care, and we will see you in the next video, guys.